So, somebody asked me a long time ago what I considered spiritual work. They said they were doing a lot of spiritual work in terms of healing. And to them, spiritual work meant forgiveness, acceptance, and compassion and love. So, Yadi's definition of spiritual work, okay? Spiritual work is a single mother with 3 children whose husband was killed overseas, trying to find enough courage in her heart to be both a mother and a father, having not prepared for it financially, emotionally, or any other kind of way, and still finding the courage in herself not to give up and to promote herself to the head of the family, to be there for her children, to be emotionally vulnerable and to feel her pain without becoming hardened and desperate. Spiritual work is a mother who loses her child to violence, and yet even though she lost her child to violence, doesn't condemn the whole rest of the world behind the violence that killed her child or got her child in trouble. Spiritual work in my life was being married to someone who wasn't faithful to me, working with people who had stories of pain and hardship, and coming home after a day of listening to other people's problems and still finding the forgiveness in my heart for someone who I was married to who was sleeping with other men. That's forgiveness. That's true spiritual work. It's not when you do it in front of the congregation or in front of the temple or in front of the church or for the 5 minutes a day when you take the person who's wronged you and you say, thank you, I give you to, my higher power. It's living in a situation that requires you to have these virtues of compassion, forgiveness, love, right? And living in it. And not only just living in it, being able to survive in your own world, knowing that nothing around you will show any signs of improvement outside of you. Taking all of the suffering of your life and yet still working through it. That is spiritual work. Okay? It has nothing to do with waving your hand over another person and saying your sins are forgiven. It has nothing to do with Reiki or energy healing. True spiritual work is being able to take your own situation and not only survive through it, but to be meek, accepting, and humble, and allow yourself to feel pain without asking someone else to take it away for you, and accept full responsibility for the things that you do, not allowing yourself to fall in hatred patterns or blame patterns. That is spiritual work. Be well and stay well. Bless.